seasons. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quick handoff into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's the handoff. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like, both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be 1 and 1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
To the air, it's St. Clair. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Sampson. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Looking for a crease. It's Washington. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Longhorns will keep this drive going.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Longhorns will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to throw for it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 30 short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room, it's Clark. Brings into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Might be changing the route. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the back. They'll try the outside to the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, they go with the toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Runs through a tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
And the Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going up top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy to the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to...
Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it inside the 30. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The D coordinator is not going to be thrilled with his defense after that play, guys. Of all the weapons this offense has, the fullback is not supposed to be the guy who's gashing it.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Scrambling away. There he goes. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. In this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. Get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, and then go get extra yards.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Oh, they're after him. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He has the first and still on his feet. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Shoots it to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the move, it's Young. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
My old coach said you'll never go broke.
Ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Sampson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Newton. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got the tight end. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the right side.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Rocket. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Touch pass on the right. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Newton. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. On the ground, it's Washington. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Texas 7, SMU 0.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Clark. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He's going to throw deep right side. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option, he'll pitch it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Punt is in the air. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. To the air. It's St. Clair. Snagged out of the air.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Knight. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Back to pass on second down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knight. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And on offense, you need a touchdown now to win this football game, obviously. I like the call of running the ball, trying to keep the defense off balance here, but you got to keep it up. You're going to have to mix up your looks and see if you can keep this defense guessing.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, SMU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. From the gun. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That decision to go for two is going to be questioned and criticized all throughout the rest of the year and all throughout the offseason as well. If you just kick it, you tie it, and you send this thing into overtime potentially, but now because you went for the win, you need an onside kick to have a shot to pull this one out.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He might want another play. Just feeds the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The give out of the gun. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moment. Sack to be a costly play. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Young. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent